you that don't know me, I'm David Colby, and I'm president of the Cottagers Association. A lot of you came today expecting a formal meeting, and I asked Mr. Fielders, who's been doing a very nice job of answering people's questions, but he's really just been absolutely crowded, and you can't get in there all at the same time. And I see John Sallow is here as well. Hello, John. And there's just, the forum isn't the kind of forum that we need to be able to have our questions answered. So I just wanted to tell you, to thank you for coming out, and I'm not going to speak very long, and my intention is not to take over this room, sir, but there's a lot, everybody's asking me questions. I know how you feel because I'm having a hard time with it. So I'm just going to say this a few times, or sorry, to say this once so that it doesn't get said all over again. In 1894, Rondo was chartered for the purpose of creating cottaging opportunities. How many people in this room think cottages should be allowed to stay in Rondo Park? How many people in this room were planning on bequeathing their cottages to their children or their grandchildren? And what's the fair market value of a cottage that cannot be bought or sold? Zero. When you factor in having to demolish it at the end? Negative. Negative. Have to pay rent on that. Okay. All right. So I just want to tell everybody that the Rondo Cottagers Association will be apprising all of its members with a very detailed brief following this meeting. We would appreciate any information that you have. And the last thing I'm going to say, that in 1986, Vincent Carriel, who was the Minister of Natural Resources, made the decision that any policy involving cottages in Rondo and Algonquin that resulted in some cottages being allowed to stay longer than others, where some leases expire and other people are allowed to stay, was unfair. And he gave us a common expiry date without any conditions on what was going to happen at the end. Maybe you get another lease, maybe you don't, but you're all in the same boat and it's all fair. And the idea that a policy could happen where some leases expire sooner than others is not any more fair in 2010 or 2014 than it was in 1986. Thank you very much.